Hi, my name is Jessica Ardeal. I am a certified body talk practitioner with the International Body Talk Association. And in this 3-video series, we've talked about body talk, what it is, how it works, and how our vital organs and systems give us a tangible way to plug into our energy source. So now I want to demonstrate a body talk technique that you can do yourself to reconnect and reduce stress. And before we go through that, I just want to acknowledge the various healing modalities available. So no matter what works for you, whatever that is, wherever you go, just remember that you are the ultimate authority, and with you are your vital organs, your lungs, your heart, your liver, your brain. Your whole body mind has a consciousness to it that runs the day-to-day operations. So, as managers of our bodies, a little care and attention can really go a long way. And one of the reasons I love body talk so much is because it really made sense to me right away. It's taught in a format that almost anyone can learn and instantly apply, and it's helped expand my own awareness and revealed even more pieces of the puzzle for an even bigger picture. And what I recognize is that we're all in this crazy world together, and the more that we can elevate each other from a place of peace and hope, the more that we can experience a world of peace. And I'm sure you've found yourself in a stressful situation before, and maybe you remember doing this. Maybe you forgot something or just got bad news, taking a test, perhaps you're holding your head. This is your body's natural instinct to comfort itself. And so in body talk, what I'm going to show you now is a technique called the Cortices. And it is something to stimulate connection and communication between the left and right hemispheres, as well as the lobes and cortex of the brain. Thus the cortices, the plural of cortex. So, if doing this technique wasn't strange and unusual on its own, I'm going to put on these white Mickey Mouse gloves, which have absolutely nothing to do with the technique. I just want to give you a visual illustration that stays with you. And even if it's in a cartoonish way, sometimes we got to do something different, right? So, and no, you do not need to go find a pair of gloves. In fact, please don't. Here's what we're going to do. One hand is going to be tapping very gently over the head and over the heart. And the other hand is going to start at the back of the head and making a mohawk to the forehead before holding the sides. So, when I say make a mohawk with your hand, in order to ensure that we're making contact with both the left and the right half of the brain, we're going to place the hand in the middle of the head, starting at the back and working our way up in a systematic way with each hand position. So the length of time it takes is going to depend on the size of your head and your hand, and you'll feel what works for you as you start to tap out your cortices more regularly. And so tapping on the head, you want to cover both the left and right side, anywhere down the midline, typically at the top of the head. Okay, so let's get started now. And it doesn't matter what hand goes where, but one hand at the back of the head and the other hand gentle tapping over the head. Good deep breathing, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And same hand position, tapping over the heart, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. We're going to move a hand position up and tapping gently over the head, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. If you can hear yourself tapping, you're tapping too hard, so lighten up a bit. And continue the breathing pattern. You're going to place your hand in the next hand position, and yes, you can tap over that hand. Inhaling, exhaling, over the heart, inhaling, exhaling. And so what we're doing is getting the brain's attention, if you will, so to speak, and reevaluating the operation between body-mind, and holding the sides of the head representing the limbic brain, the emotional processing center, and inhaling and exhaling. And so this is sending a self-reinforcing wave through the head and through the heart. So it's kind of like installing an update on your computer and going from there. Okay. Okay, so that is the Body Talk Cortices technique. It's a stress-reducing resource that you now have quite literally at your fingertips. And it's one of 5 techniques that you can learn in the One Day Body Talk Access course, whose charts are behind me. And there is also a Body Talk for Animals and Body Talk Access for Animals. So you can tap the cortices on both pets and people and learn more about the Body Talk system at bodytalksystem.com to find or host a Body Talk course in your community. And so there is a great quote that I included in my first book, and that is found in Inner Peace's World Peace, Daily Inspirations for Conscious Living. And the quote is, "There can only be hope for a society which acts as one big family, not as many separate ones." And so as an only child myself, I always wanted brothers and sisters. And so when I look out into the world, I see my family. And that's why I care. And with your help, we can build a new generation of health consciousness because each of us deserves the best. So stay tuned for upcoming Q&A calls. And before we go, let's run through the technique one more time. I'll do it silently so you can follow along, and we'll do some good deep breathing together. So starting at the base of the skull and tapping over the head, very gently inhaling, exhaling. I said I wasn't going to talk. A lot of times people ask me how I tap into my inner peace, and so I just showed you one way now. And quite simply, it's really about taking a time out. So what I would invite you to do is take what we shared for you and apply what you learned so that you can wake up feeling connected, comfortable, and peaceful, no matter what that looks like for you. And so whether you think you don't have enough time or whatever is holding you back from living a life you love, this technique and others within Body Talk can help you connect with these inner pieces to feel your inner peace. So thank you for setting peace in motion and being with us. And you can always call with any questions at 877-75-PEACE. Peace.